Welcome back to our channel, the go-to resource for every seafarer dedicated to safety and professionalism at sea. Today, we're diving deep into a scenario that every mariner dreads, but must be prepared for: a person overboard. We're not just talking theory, we're running a full-scale, real-time drill. Imagine this: it's just after a watch change. You're mustering the crew, and someone is missing. The on-deck watch confirms they saw him at his post about 2 hours ago, but now, he's nowhere to be found. The alarm bells are ringing. What's your immediate action? This is where training kicks in, turning panic into a precise, coordinated response. Stick with us as we walk through every critical step, from the initial alarm to executing complex search patterns. This isn't just a drill, it's a lifeline. The moment a crew member is confirmed missing, the clock starts ticking. Your first priority is to mark the position and sound the general alarm. Announce man overboard, man overboard, man overboard on the ship's internal communication system, specifying which side if known. But in this case, it's a missing person. The bridge team must immediately note the ship's position, course, and speed. Since the crew member was last seen 2 hours ago, we have a window of uncertainty. The last known position, or LKP, is our starting point, but we have to account for the vessel's movement since then. Given the time lapse, the most effective initial maneuver is the Charnot turn. Unlike the more immediate Williamson or Anderson turns, the Charnot turn is designed to bring the vessel back onto its reciprocal course, but further behind the original point of the incident. This is crucial because it accounts for the time lost between the person going overboard and the discovery. As the officer on watch, you'll order the rudder hard over. After the heading has changed by about 240 degrees from the original course, you'll shift the rudder hard over to the opposite side. When the ship's heading is about 20 degrees short of the reciprocal course, you'll bring the rudder to midships. This maneuver positions you perfectly to start retracing your track, heading back towards the area where the incident likely occurred. It's a textbook move, and practicing it ensures it becomes second nature. While the vessel is turning, the search and rescue operation on board swings into high gear. The master takes command on the bridge, and a dedicated search coordinator is appointed. The first action is to deploy the man overboard markers, or SARTs and smoke floats, to mark the current position. Even though the incident happened earlier, these markers provide a vital reference point for the search. The bridge team will immediately begin broadcasting a distress message. Using VHF channel 16, you'll send a pan urgency call to all stations, notifying nearby vessels of the situation. You'll state your ship's name, position, and the nature of the urgency: a person missing from the vessel. You must also contact the appropriate Maritime Rescue Coordination Center, or MRCC, providing them with all the details: the LKP, the time the person was last seen, your vessel's course and speed, and the current weather and sea conditions. This official notification is critical. It mobilizes a wider, official search and rescue effort. Simultaneously, the crew on deck must be managed effectively. A team should be designated to prepare the rescue boat for launching. They need to check the engine, fuel, and all recovery equipment. Speed is essential, but safety is paramount. Another team must be assigned as lookouts. More eyes scanning the water dramatically increases the chance of a successful recovery. Position lookouts as high as possible and on both sides of the ship, equipped with binoculars and communication devices to report any sightings directly to the bridge. It's also vital to conduct a thorough search of the ship itself. There's always a possibility the missing person is injured or incapacitated somewhere on board. A systematic sweep of all compartments, from the engine room to the accommodation block, must be done immediately to rule this out. Now, let's talk about the search pattern. Since we're working from a last known position that's 2 hours old, we have to assume the person has drifted. The on-scene weather conditions, particularly the wind and current, are now critical data points. The MRCC will likely provide drift calculations, but the bridge team should be making their own assessments as well. The most common and effective search pattern to begin with in this situation is the expanding square search. You start at the LKP, or the calculated datum point. You proceed for a set distance in one direction, make a 90-degree turn to starboard, proceed for the same distance, turn 90 degrees to starboard again, and then proceed for double the distance. You continue this pattern, making 2 turns for every increase in leg length. This method ensures that the area around the LKP is searched with increasing coverage, moving outward in a systematic square. The track spacing between each leg of the square is determined by visibility, the sea state, and the type of object you're searching for. A smaller track spacing means a more thorough search, but covers less area over time. It's a critical judgment call for the master. As the search progresses, communication is the glue that holds the entire operation together. The bridge must maintain constant contact with the lookouts, the rescue boat once it's launched, and other vessels that have joined the search. Any potential sighting, no matter how small, must be reported and investigated immediately. Remember, in the water, a person is a very small target. It could be a flash of color, a piece of debris, anything that looks out of place. The MRCC will act as the overall coordinator, directing assets like helicopters or other Coast Guard vessels to the scene. You must provide them with regular updates on your search progress, any changes in weather, and the status of your crew. Let's fast forward. Your lookouts are sharp, your course is steady, and you're executing the expanding square search pattern perfectly. Then, you get the call you've been hoping for. A lookout on the port bow wing spots something in the water. It's a flash of orange, the color of a life jacket. The rescue boat is already prepared and can be launched within minutes. The boat crew needs to be fully equipped with survival gear, recovery slings, and medical equipment. The approach to the person in the water must be done carefully, always approaching from downwind to provide a lee, making the recovery easier and safer. The condition of the survivor is unknown, so the crew must be prepared for the worst, including hypothermia and injury. Once the person is safely recovered into the rescue boat, the medical response begins immediately. The goal is to get them back to the main vessel as quickly and safely as possible. On board the ship, the medical team or first aiders should be ready. A warm, dry space should be prepared, along with blankets, warm fluids, and a first aid kit. Handling a hypothermic casualty requires specific training. You should never rub their skin or give them alcohol. Gentle warming is key. The master must update the MRCC that the person has been recovered and provide an assessment of their medical condition. The MRCC may recommend a medical evacuation by helicopter if the person's condition is serious. This entire scenario, from the initial alarm to the successful recovery, underscores the absolute necessity of regular, realistic training. Every single crew member, from the master to the newest deckhand, must know their role, and a man overboard emergency. Drills build muscle memory and ensure that when a real crisis hits, your crew responds as a cohesive, effective team. It's not about if, but when. Being prepared is your best defense. We hope this detailed walkthrough has been valuable. Practicing these maneuvers and procedures can genuinely be the difference between life and death. Thank you for joining us for this critical safety guide. If you found this information useful, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. We are committed to providing content that helps keep you and your crewmates safe at sea. Share this video with your colleagues, discuss these scenarios during your safety meetings, and most importantly, stay vigilant and stay safe out there. Until next time, fair winds and following seas.